League 2 season predictions! The season is back! And it's back with a bang in a few weeks' time, starting with League 2. So we've got a lot of teams to get through in not a lot of time. So without delaying any further or dragging out my words, housekeeping, Thomas Pickering.
Have a look above us. These are our social media tags. Please click on them. We have 642 subscribers and we love you all. Please subscribe some more and tell your friends, family, and children about them. Please have a look at GRANDSTAND Bettors. They're amazing. They're better at predictions than we are, though we are pretty good.
Without question, they're better.
Without question. They're paid for it. And without further ado, we're gilding Lily. Ian, drag us in.
Okay, Tom, I would like to start by saying we're doing League 2 predictions this season. What makes you know anything, or think that you know anything about League 2? You Man United glory supporter.
My predictions make me think that I've done very well this year. I'm prepared.
Did you even know there was a League 2 before we started doing very biased opinions?
I assumed it was the league under the Premiership.
Outrageous. Go on then. Who's starting, me or you?
I'm going to start. I'm just going to go 1 to 24 or whatever. Stop me when you need to. In first is Bradford. In second is Cambridge.
Is this really how we're doing it?
Third in Carlisle. In fourth is Cheltenham. In fifth is Colchester. In sixth is Crawley. In seventh is Crewe. In eighth in Exeter. Ninth Forest Green. 10th Grimsby. 11th. Are you going to stop me at any point?
I'm not. I'm getting it. I'm just horrified.
11th is Leyton Orient. 12 Macclesfield. 13 Mansfield. 14 Morecambe. 15 Newport. 16th Northampton, 17th Oldham, 18th Plymouth, 19 Port Vale, 20th Salford, 21st Scunthorpe, 22nd Stevenage, 23rd Swindon, 24th is Walsall.
I hate you at times. You've ruined this video. I was really excited about this video. The only thing I like about your list is Swindon are relegated. So Swindon and Walsall get relegated because they're alphabetically the last.
And superior. That is correct.
That is absolutely outrageous.
Right, well, Ian, you've got about 8 minutes. Tell me, what do you think?
I really feel like just kicking you out of the video after that. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very, very annoyed. But I'm going to give you a proper list right now, starting from 24 and going upwards. I do apologise. I don't like to predict sides that are going to get relegated, but you do have to do it. Don't hate me. Just come at me in the comments. Number 24, Oldham Athletic. They have a manager who's coming from Qatar. Random as hell. Their owner is very meddling, almost like shades of Kassam. Oxford fans will know what I mean by that. Trying to be a professional club run in an amateur way. I think it's all going to end horribly wrong for them this year, and I can see them being relegated. Number 23, Cambridge United. Similar theme for them. They got off-the-field problems. They got problem with finding new owners, problem with their ground. I just think that last season they weren't very good, and they managed to pull themselves out of it. I don't see it happening this time. Again, I do apologise for you two, especially Oldham fans. I know what it's like to be down there. I know what it's like to be relegated, but you can find your way back. It's not the end of the world. 22nd place, Macclesfield Town. Sol Campbell was amazing last season. I think he's going to be just as good this season. It's going to be a struggle again, but I think he's going to keep their nose above water once again. 21st is Grimsby. Don't think there's a lot of quality in their side. They will struggle this season. 20th is Crawley. They'll be in the lower half. Again, it's going to be a struggle. They don't have a lot of resources or a lot of budget, but they will be fine as well. 19th is going to be Walsall. Obviously, they were relegated from League 1 last season. Their biggest problem was scoring goals. They really struggled in front of goal last season. I haven't seen that they've addressed that yet. Obviously, things can change in the next few weeks, but I think it's going to be a tough season. They're going to be in the lower half. 18th is Morecambe. Always predicted to go down, always do a great job through Jim Bentley. Again, they will be safe this year. 17th is Northampton. Extremely erratic last season. Nicky Adams is a good signing for them, but they've had such a huge turnover of players. I can't see them doing anything too hot. They'll be in the lower half. 16th is Port Vale. Port Vale have been a mess lately. They've got new owners over the summer. Things look a lot more secure. You should be a lot safer, but you're still going to have a lower half finish. 15th is Scunthorpe, another side who got relegated from League 1 last season. They were extremely poor and they conceded a hell of a lot of goals, 83 last season. Their season completely fell off a cliff. I think they didn't win a game for like the last 6 or 7 games. A consolidatory year for them is 15th place, hopefully net better to build for the next season. 14th is Leyton Orient. Now Leyton Orient got promoted from the National League. Obviously, they've had extreme tragedy over the summer with the death of Justin Edinburgh. That was a massive shock and a huge loss to football, because I always thought he was such a great manager. I do think that they will be galvanised as a club, but I don't see them challenging this season. I just think they'll be mid-table, happy with being back in the Football League. 13th is Crewe. Now Crewe, they did lose their captain and key man George Ray over the summer. They'll be solid, they'll be mid-table. Number 12!
I'm back! Okay, so 12 is Forest Green.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Sorry about that. Number 12! The arch enemy, Swindon Town. Swindon don't have a lot of money to spend. They desperately need strikers. They haven't addressed that yet. I think they'll be completely middle of the pack this season. 12th place for Swindon. Stevenage are in number 11. They're a solid side, they're very settled. They haven't really changed much over the summer. I think that if you're going to put a bet on for an outside pick for the playoffs, this is the team to go for. Number 10 is Cheltenham Town. Now, they struggled a lot last season, but they did definitely improve as the season went on. They changed their manager and they got in Michael Duff, who was obviously an ex-legend of the club. They've signed some good players, including Charlie Raglan from Oxford and Ruben Reid from Plymouth. I think they'll have a good season and they'll finish in 10th place. Number 9 is Colchester. Now, Colchester just missed out on the playoffs last season. They will finish. They won't do as well this season. I think it will be close, but losing Smodics and Kent are two big players that were huge for them last season that they haven't really replaced. They have got Dali Collane in from Stuttgart, which is a really random signing. Like, why are Colchester getting players in from Stuttgart? But hey, they got one in. 9th place for them. 8th is Plymouth. Now, Plymouth were another side that were relegated last season. It was a real shock to see them go down. They were extremely flaky. At some points, they would look absolutely safe in mid-table and then just completely had a really bad second half. I think they ended up going down on the final day. They lost Freddie Lapido and they lost Ruben Lamares. They were two big players for them. They have brought in some players from Bury, who everyone seems to have jumped ship from Bury, so Plymouth have picked them off. I think they'll do okay, just missing out on the playoffs. So we move into the playoff scene, and the 7th team in the playoffs. The first side in the playoffs, finishing 7th, Forest Green Rovers, the vegan sensation. Managed by Mark Cooper, they finished 5th last season. I don't think they'll do quite as well. They'll get 7th place. I'm a little worried for them. They did pick up 250 grand from one of their strikers who went to Hibs, but their manager has a philosophy of not sacrificing his beliefs in order to make the club successful, and I just wonder if that's holding them back. Forest Green fans, love to hear from you. Let us know. Bradford City are 6th. Extremely bad last season. They finished bottom of the pack. I think they'll be a hell of a lot better this season. Gary Bowyer completely changed the side. 10 new players, including James Vaughan from Wigan. Good enough for a playoff berth for me. Carlisle are in 5th. They always seem to be the bridesmaids and never the brides when it comes to the playoff. But this season they will they will stay in there. Knight, Percival and Webster look good signings, along with leading goal scorer from last season, Hallam Hope. Tom, come back in. Number 4 is Newport. Oh, boys! We went to Newport last season. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. We had a lot of fun. Shamdam Datti scored a screamer. They're going to come 4th. I do hope they don't miss out in the playoffs like they did last season.
Yes.
Extremely good at home, extremely good side. They've added to it. I think they'll go well again. So we move on to the promotion places.
Northampton to win it all.
No.
Should I go?
You can go. Excused again. Number 3, Exeter City. Managed by Matt Taylor. They finished 9th last season. They've kept hold of Stockley and Law and have added some quality. They will definitely be up there challenging. They won't, I definitely think promotion, if not winning it. Number 2, Salford City. The fairy tale continues for Salford. We all know about the owners of the club they've got from the class of 92, but they're extremely strong on the pitch. They seem to have a decent amount of money. Adam Rooney, again, is going to bang in a ton of goals for them. They've signed a guy from Towel as well, from Brighton, I believe. I think they've got all the firepower they need to do back-to-back promotions. And in number 1 spot, Mansfield Town. They were 4th last season, but they are a very strong side. They've been flirting around promotion for a couple of seasons. They seem to have a lot of money to spend on players. They've managed to keep hold of Tyler Walker. They've signed Andy Cook in from Wigan. They don't concede many goals. They're very hard to beat. They are my winners.
Thanks, guys. That's it. It's over. A lot of research and a lot of time's gone into this. Well done, Ian. If you have any comments or any suggestions, please put them below. We really do appreciate it. None of this has been done with hatred, except to you, Oldham fans.
And Swindon.
We're just kidding. Yeah, please, though, like, subscribe, Twitter, follow, do all that stuff. We love all of you, and we try and comment back on everyone.
Oh, yeah, and we really would like to hear the comments as well.
Even the ones that tell us we're a cancer to Earth.
Oh, my word. Harsh but fair.
There is a cure to that, though. Stop watching.
Oh no, never stop watching, even at the risk of your own health.